So my name is Deja, and I'm a psychology major, so I'm really excited for this course. And the little bit that I do know about sociology just is from my psychology classes. Naturally we cover areas that kind of carry into sociology, like, for example, group behavior we learned about, which I thought was really interesting, and like mob mentality and sort of changing our actions to fit in with those around us. Like, for example, we went over the study from like back in the 50s of the line segments. They had a class full of actors and one person who was the basis of the experiment, and they would show different line segments and ask the class to match each line segment, and the entire class would say the wrong answer on purpose to see what the subject would do. And most of the time the subject would give the obvious wrong answer just because that's what the rest of the class had said. So this just shows how much we change our actions to fit in with people around us. Like, we'll do things that we know are wrong just because other people are doing it. And this was really interesting to me. Like, does this stem from a place of wanting to fit in or not trusting ourselves enough and starting to think like maybe that answer is true, maybe everyone around me is right? It's just, I think it's really interesting how much it makes us question our own judgment, just those of the people around us. And I wonder if this comes from evolution, if this is something that animals do to sort of survive. You have to fit in with your group of people, your family. You have to stay with your group if you don't want to get left behind. So I wonder if it's something that comes from evolution, because I'm sure that animals do this as well. So yeah, that's just the brief knowledge that I have. But after going through the course and the modules, I was very intrigued to find out that we're also going to cover like the social systems that are in place when it comes to our psychology, which I thought was really interesting. I thought sociology was just more going to be like about that, like group behavior and just people in groups, like socially. But I've never really had a course that like addresses the systems that come into play with our emotions, and I'm really excited to learn more about that and just address some of the issues that come with that, because in psychology we learn a lot about our thoughts and emotions and correcting certain thought patterns, but I feel like it's going to be really helpful to learn more about the social systems that create those thought patterns. It's not that we don't have any control over our thoughts, but these social systems do play a part in our emotions. For example, somebody who's in the working class is feeling burnt out and depressed and just stressed all the time and constantly overwhelmed. It would be impossible to help them get to the bottom of what they're feeling without addressing the capitalist system that is making them feel this way, that is overworking them to feel this way. And like the first module had talked about, like when something becomes more than just a personal issue, if a lot of people are experiencing the same things, it becomes a social issue. And I'm just really excited to learn more about that, because I've never really taken a course that kind of addresses those social systems that are being put in place, those certain traditions and patterns, that do have an effect on us. I've never really taken a class like that talks about that openly, so I'm really excited to learn more about that. And I just hope to gain more of just a new perspective on these systems. It's one thing to acknowledge that they exist, but to be able to recognize them in our daily lives and, maybe question some of the traditions and patterns, not that have been forced upon us, but have kind of been spoon-fed to us, you know, and just to be skeptical of these certain constructs that are put in place. So I'm really excited for that, and I'm really excited for this course. So yeah, thank you.